Yo, now that's what I like to see. That's how you supposed to train. Now, after back-to-back promotional obligations, Canelo is training for the Terence Crawford fight. The videos you are now watching on my channel are recent videos. Canelo, there you go with the white hat. You see it? Boom, you never know. See the shadow boxing? Right? The video you are watching is a current video of Canelo Alvarez, and he's getting some outdoor work in. There he goes right there. Pop, 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 bing. I was born ready. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, because there's always one. There's going to be some goober watching Boxingego and being like, yo, Ego, Canelo's a professional fighter. Of course he's training. I'm not impressed, Ego. Why are you so impressed that Canelo is training? Right? Of course, he is a professional fighter. He's making a lot of money for this fight and throughout his career. So, yeah, it's his job. But I don't like when people do that to boxers, because I've gotten that comment a lot of times throughout my career calling boxing, right? Where people will say stuff like, oh, he's supposed to do that. It's his job. So, of course, he's going to da-da-da-da. But that's unfair to the disciplined fighters, because who's to say you're supposed to do this, that, and the third, but then actually do it? And then you got to understand, and I'm not trying to make it like these boxers are superhuman, but you have to understand this is a hard sport to earn your coin in. You know what I mean? So you got to pay respect to that, right? How many times have you personally had an essay to write for school, had some type of work that was done or needed to be done, and you did not feel like doing it? You had a migraine, you're off poor sleep, so on and so forth, but you still need to do it. Now imagine working out, training, sparring, going outdoors, running. It makes it a bit more impressive, because to have the discipline to do all this extra and then, you know, stay focused. And then you have a multiplier when it comes with the Floyd Mayweathers and the Canelo Alvarez's, right? Where Floyd doing it for 20 plus years, Canelo probably like 16 years or something that he's been doing it, a little bit over that, right? And we're talking about the highest level, big fights and whatnot. But more importantly, for Canelo specifically, and again, here's the other part. When I make a video, I'm just breaking down what's going on. This is why you guys need to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. And when I make these videos, people always want it the other way. What do I mean? I'll make a video about Canelo building up the fight, talking about what I seen, and they'll be like, oh, well, Terence Crawford's probably training too. Ego, where's your video about Crawford? First of all, Crawford blocked me. That's common knowledge. I've been told you guys that on the channel. So I don't really get to see, unless some people like shoot it to me, I don't really know what he's up to, right? That's for one. Second, I usually see, because I'm in the network of boxing media. So if there is a recent clip or something to be aware of, other people will probably post it or send it to me, fans send it to me. I haven't really seen anything for as far as this relates. So I'm going to give Canelo his credit. Now, specifically, the reason I'm giving him credit is because, can you imagine being in the game as long as he's been in the game, and Canelo Alvarez flew to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the kingdom, beautiful kingdom, right? Flew to Saudi Arabia, did a press conference, and then days later, he went to that Fanatic thing in New York, and he's doing press obligations for the second part of the press tour, right? And then to top it off, he has a Vegas, I think Vegas is the other one, where he has a press engagement. And in between that, he's already started his training camp, which you guys seen in this video. So yeah, that is impressive. Now, I would expect nothing less. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. I'm sure he's training as well. And Canelo, I told you guys, Canelo is a fool if he goes in there with a guy like Terence Crawford half-cocked, period. Bud is not a fighter that is going to give you anything. So, for real, you got to be ready. And I remember I said this previously. I was like, if I see a bunch of videos of Canelo Alvarez and he's golfing and like got a sun visor and glasses and he's just leisurely on the court all the time, I'm probably going to pick Bud. If it's the real Canelo, you know, I have been leaning towards Canelo, but don't quote me on it. Things may change. I don't know where my final prediction will lie. I guess you got to subscribe to my channel. But I did say that if Canelo looks like he's training like he did for John Ryder, where he's with Steph Curry at some kind of celebrity golf and he's just in Lake Tahoe and it looks like almost like a vacation, then he's tripping. So I actually was happy to see this from Canelo because you're in there with someone formidable. And I also told you, Canelo is a prideful person. He is not going to want to lose to, one, a black fighter, but more importantly, a black fighter from a much lighter weight class. His whole legacy and resume would be in peril if he loses to a guy that much smaller than him, you know? And it also, people would start bringing up the Mayweather loss and, you know, it would just be bad for Canelo to lose to such a smaller man. It doesn't happen throughout history that much where the smaller person goes and, you know, gets a stoppage or does this and that with the bigger accomplished person. So we'll see how it plays out. But I am liking seeing Canelo look like he's doing a standard training camp. He knows how to, obviously, but I really feel like some of them John Ryder and Berlanga Munguia type fights, I don't know if he was locked in. You know what I mean? It looked like, from what I was seeing, it looked like he trains, but it looked like he was like a family time and at recitals. I think you need to have a guerrilla warfare type camp for Terence Crawford because he has an insane willingness to win and he's a switch hitter and a tricky and slippery fighter. Let me know what you guys think. Now, to get your stream game up, make sure you watch the promo at the end of this video. And then furthermore, click the link in the description to get your streams up to par like your boy Ego. You see the quality that I have on my channel in terms of streaming and just overall. So that's one of the tools that I use. Also vidIQ and TubeBuddy. You dig? Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that.